swipe left on this segment. It's Tinder Live from the hit show Showgirls and Cosmopolitan.com. Lane Moore is bringing her sold-out show to D.C., but first, she's live in the loft.
It's a Monday to remember. The 10A starts now.
10:22. Maureen's going to sing us to break right now, and we're also going to talk about an interactive comedy experience. You know Tinder, you know comedy. What happens when they all come together with a former sex editor? Yeah, I know, right?
What?
Got your attention. Host Lane Moore is going to join us live in the loft. All right, now, unfortunately, not everybody has a date this Valentine's Day. So why not spend it with some laughs? Comedian Lane Moore is bringing her hit show Tinder Live to the Lincoln Theater tomorrow night. First, though, she's going to join us live in the loft with a look at what to expect when you start swiping along. Swipe.
Okay.
Swipe.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Swipe.
Whatever that means. That's
On TV, it's opposite.
Okay,
So I wasn't sure which way I was going. Our next guest was named one of Brooklyn Magazine's 50 funniest people in Brooklyn, has shared the screen with an epic cast of HBO Girls, and now stars in the critics' pick for Best Comedy Show by the New York Times, Tinder Live with Lane Moore on the smash hit comedy show coming to the Lincoln Theater tomorrow. First, though, comedian Lane Moore joins us live in the loft. Good to see you this morning. I'm glad you're closer than that camera because now my eyes are bugging out of my head trying to read that far away. How are you?
That's all right. That's all right. I'm good. I'm good. I just got into town. I'm very excited.
I know, and the show's tomorrow night, so you have some time to kill. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to eat a lot of food. I heard you guys have food here, so it's pretty exciting.
It's one of the things we've been working toward now, so there's food in Washington.
It seems like there's multiple places to eat.
It's
I'm really
amazing.
excited.
Things
I'm gonna
evolve
do
over
that.
time.
Yeah, and I want to walk around. Like, I've only ever really been to D.C., like, as a little kid, where
Really?
it's just like, that's
But
it.
you're in New York, it's so close.
I see that now.
Yeah, you have to come back.
I just took the train for the first time, like a new person. It's amazing. So,
The
yeah.
show is an awesome concept, and I love the fact that you take something like Tinder, which is just so ingrained in people now, and it's like become a life of like basically Tinder is a word for dating. It's just kind of
really
it's
like
kind of taken
Tindering,
over that role,
instead of
right?
dating. It's like a thing, yeah.
But the way you work in your show is pretty awesome. Like, where'd that whole idea come from? Where you said instead of just like swiping with my friends and making fun of people, I'm gonna like make a career out of this now.
Yeah, absolutely. It was literally the first time I joined Tinder. I literally opened up the app and I was like, whoa, this should be a live comedy show. I could like go through, like just project it on a screen and do that. And it was just so like, just so rich with material. It's just like you look at everyone's profile and, you know, just people doing bizarre things, just saying bizarre things. There was one guy, I remember when I first got on it, who like, the first thing his profile said was, let's start a company. And I was like, what? Whose idea is to like, that's what you're looking to get out of Tinder is like, you want to start a company with a random woman that you meet on a first date? Like, good for you, I guess. But it was just like, and then he listed like 17,000 other things he wanted to do with them. It's just like...
So before you took the show on the road, did you catch yourself when you first got the app? Like literally the commentary was just flowing out loud, looking at things, and you're basically talking to yourself?
Yeah, I literally created the show the first time I went on Tinder. I also created like a video with me and my roommates were all on Tinder at the same time. And I was like, do you mind if I just go grab my camera and take a video of this and edit it together? And it was that same time that I was like, this is such a funny video. This is so good. Like, I need to make this a live comedy show, and I literally worked on the show that night. So it was like the second I signed up for Tinder, it was like everything just like in my mind was like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Okay, so because these were roommates and nothing's ever out of bounds, did you suddenly become the annoying Tinder girl that's going to look at our profiles, or was it actually fun for everybody? Or were you actually like, no, that one's not for you. We're just going to
Oh, you mean, do I analyze all my friends'
so you like
profiles?
going over analyzing now with it because you're, you know, Tinder is your thing now.
It's like, I call myself the mayor of Tinder. I feel like that feels accurate. I do, like, when people find out what I do, I get handed everybody's phones, and they're just like, what do I say to this person? What do I say to this person? You know, for better or worse, like, I mean, because the thing is, like, I want people to be able to connect. I want people to be able to, you know, it's not a cynical show, really. Like, I'm not a cynical person. I want people to find love. I want to find love. Like, these are all things. That's another goal I have while I'm in D.C. I'm here for a couple of days. I feel like that's enough time to find love.
You'll be able, by tomorrow night, you'll probably be married. I'm not going to lie.
Thank God! That's all I came here to do. It's like the show is one thing, but like, could I just get married really fast? Just find my soulmate like that.
And think of the material you'll have to talk about by the time the show comes around tomorrow night, right? It's perfect.
That's so much better than like, oh, well, I went there to see a museum one time.
See?
I went there to find a
DC and got
soulmate
married.
and did.
It's amazing. You work the audience into this?
Yes. So the audience is a huge part of it. They help me choose whether I swipe right or left. And I always joke that I have to date every single person they swipe right on right after the show. And it just takes a long time, but it's like worth it. That doesn't happen. But I would be truly exhausted.
That's for the follow-up, exactly.
That's for the follow-up. But like, they choose whether or not I swipe right or left. And there's like little games like, you know, when, I don't know if you're how familiar with Tinder, but sometimes in someone's profile photo, it's like 10 people and you don't even know who you're trying to date, or if it's a group situation. And so I call that Which One Is It? And we all try to guess which person this profile is. And so that's really fun. So it's just super, it's like a group thing.
So let me ask you this. Wisdom mentioned earlier, we do a little bit called How Accurate Is Your Wiki when it comes to your Wikipedia.
Sure.
Sex and relationship expert for Cosmo?
Yes,
was that you?
I was a sex and relationships editor for a very long time. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's...
Expert, editor, yes.
Editor, fantastic. All right, so let's take that and let's build it into the whole thing with Tinder now. So can you actually help people with what they put on their Tinder as to who to avoid or how to better their chances?
Oh, yeah.
What are the tips?
First of all, with dudes, I would say... don't yell at women you haven't met before. You'll see that a lot on profiles where they're just like, I don't want anyone fat or ugly, or someone talks about their dumb job, and you're just like, why are we already fighting? Like, you don't know me yet. We're already in like a fight, and I feel, I'm scared. So there's that. I don't think women like that. With both men and women, like, don't put the group photo. Sometimes on the show, I'll see group photo people, and you'll swipe, and you'll swipe, and you'll swipe, and it's still a group. Sometimes they multiply. Sometimes, like, 3 people in the first photo, and then, like, 10 people in the next photo, and you're just like, are you just, like, breeding? Is this a cult? I don't know. And so I would say that that's not good. With guys, don't just put a random baby in your profile, like, because then I'm going to think that, like, you're, like, a dad, which is okay if you're a dad, but then I'm going to think that you're, like, cheating on your wife and you have a newborn. Like, they'll just put a baby in there. And I'm like, I know you think I'm going to think that means you're good with kids, but all I can think of is your wife just had a baby and you're like, on Tinder.
And now you're like, who else can I meet to share this wonderful news with over a few drinks or whatever else is involved?
Right. I'm open to, like, being a stepmom, but, like, not this way, Bryce. You know?
Not when I get the phone call and the knock at the door. It's not the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Lane Moore, very, very funny. The show is coming up tomorrow night. Make sure to check it out. There's the information at Lincoln Theater. Doors at 6:30. Tickets just $25. A night of hilarity, and who knows, maybe you will be married by then with more stories to share. Fantastic. Great to meet you this morning. Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy your time in D.C.
Great stuff.
Thank you, guys.